All right, what is going on, everybody? Today's video, we are going to be breaking down a winning Facebook ad. So, this is a video ad that I've seen popping up on my feed from a dating app. So, this is a dating app that is really trying to target younger people, kind of like a younger demographic of adults. So, let's go ahead and let's just adjust this size. And we're going to move over here to the Facebook ads library. All right, so let's see here, gonna move this. So going over here, now what we've done is we went on to Meta, or as I like to call it, Facebook, and we went into the filters and we're looking at ads that have been running for a month or more, because a lot of times if these ads have been running for at least a month or so, give or take, these ads are going to be performing pretty well for them. So give this just 1 second. All right, so we're gonna click on this ad right here. Let's see here, click on this. All right, put this in full screen. Hopefully you can see this. Sometimes this glitches out. So what you're looking at here, there's no voiceover or anything, just music playing. And all they're doing, it looks very simple. It doesn't look super professional with the way that it's shot. It's just a very simple video, 19 seconds long. And it's a girl who is on a Stairmaster working out at the gym, which appears to be a Planet Fitness. So a very popular place that a lot of people work out. And they've got this text hook right here that says, "Never got hit on by guys at the gym, but I low key want a boyfriend who'd work out with me." So there's some very subtle stuff that's going on in this video that is likely contributing to the performance. So one is the language that they're using. So they're using slang that is often used by this generation of people who are around this age. They are trying to actually target these people by using the type of language that they use in the text hook, and also by showing a girl who is about the age and the demographic of the type of people who they are trying to target. So they've got this girl, she looks nice, she's got her headphones on, and she's dressed for the gym. This doesn't look professional with the way that it's shot. It's not like some fancy photo shoot. It looks like something a girl would post on like a TikTok online, a very organic feeling video, not super high quality. And another subtle thing that you'll notice here is in this video, she takes the camera and she jerks the camera up as she is starting at the very start of this video. And I would bet you this was intentionally done. So this kind of stops the scroll and grabs the attention in a unique way. So she's showing her on this camera, or her on this Stairmaster, in a unique way where she's taking the phone or whatever she's using to record, and she's putting it up above her head to show from a different angle. So this is basically just one long clip of her on the Stairmaster, but she uses a very unique way to kind of grab the attention and stop the scroll of people visually who would be scrolling through their page, right? And she's looking up at the camera, almost making eye contact while she's smiling. She's a pretty girl, and she's got her headphones in, just like she'd be at the gym. Now let's continue. So right after 5 seconds, right about the 5 second point, what they're doing right here, let's see here, they're switching to a different scene. So notice they switched to a different scene, and what do they have here? So I downloaded Duet and selected Gym Addict. So they're calling out one of the big benefits of their specific product, which is that you can actually go in and select these certain personality traits whenever you're on their dating app, right? And you'll notice like the I right here is not capitalized. They're using this like winky face. It doesn't feel like this is some corporate ad, right? Because it's not technically grammatically perfect, right? The I is not capitalized. It just feels like a video that somebody would have posted online, right? And she's just doing some different workouts here. They're showing it from different angles. So she's doing some different exercises that are popular that you see people doing at the gym. Got that same text there. And you'll notice they leave this text on there the whole time so that you can have plenty of time to actually read it. And it's right in the center of the page as they're showing these clips of her working out. and they've sped up some of these clips. That's another thing you'll catch right here is some of the clips are sped up to make it a little bit more engaging. And so they keep changing the angle, right? So they're showing the clips from one angle, showing them from another angle. They're sped up. And then what do they have at the end here? Just a clip of her smiling, looking at the phone like she's taking a selfie after her workout. So very simple ad, but there's a lot of little details going on in this ad that are likely contributing to why this ad performed. So going back to this here. So to sum it up, sometimes the ads that are shot in a very organic way that could be shot from, say, an iPhone, for example, where it doesn't feel very professional, can perform a lot better. It comes down to those minute little details that you're incorporating in the ad, whether you realize it or not, that can highly affect the performance of the ad. Just like them calling out that personality trait and that desire in those first few seconds of the ad. So you'll notice, like when you're watching that ad, how they're speaking the language of their target customer and they're calling out a desire in that first few seconds. Now that's, I think, where the biggest part of that ad, it really affects performance, is in those first few seconds. Because if you go back over here and you're looking at this text hook at the beginning, not only is she kind of moving the camera and jerking the camera up to show herself from a different angle to kind of stop the scroll visually, but there's also this text hook right here where she is calling out, or whoever made this is calling out that key desire of people, or women in this case, to be hit on by guys at the gym. Women love male attention, right? And so women that don't get hit on at the gym and want to get hit on, this ad would appeal to those women who may be single and they like the attention of males. So this is really playing into a deeper desire that these people have, these women or people in the dating scene have, to get male attention, right? And also, at the same time, if you're a male watching this and seeing this ad, what do you see? You see a girl here, she's in gym clothes, she looks nice. And so this may also appeal to the guys as well, because it's not specifically just for the women, right? So anyways, that is a brief overview of that ad. If you like this, if you found it helpful, feel free to leave a like or a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next, but that is going to be all for this video.